Hello, dear ones. This is Maria from the Awakened Path, and as promised, I am gonna talk today about the Dark Brotherhoods. Who are them, and what they have been doing here on Earth? But first, if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would ask you that you do so. You just take a minute, of course. You do that out of your free will, only if you want to. Also, leave your like, leave your comments and questions, suggestions. And thank you to everyone that's contributing to my channel. That has been my full-time job. So I really appreciate all the contribution that you can give me. So I keep continue this work. Let me show my presentation to you. Give me a second. The Dark Brotherhoods. We have the Sikaar and the Orion empires. They are not from Earth, but they have been infiltrated here and really contributing with the Dark Brotherhoods on Earth. Ankh and Marduk, they are not really from here either, but a long time ago they came and they established themselves here, and they are the reason of all many bad things that happened to us. The Dark Fleet, the Freemasons, the Bilderberg Group, Illuminati, Cabal, Deep State, and Dark Hats, Black Hats. So let's start with the Sikaar and Orion Empire. If you go to my videos on the Earth's Evolution playlist, I already talk a lot about them, and basically they are part of the reptilian race that was dropped on our solar system, not in our solar system, on our galaxy, on the Draco constellation. And their purpose was to conquer and enslave all the human races, the humanoid races, all the races in the whole Milky Way galaxy. That was their purpose. And then the universe. So the opposite of us, we were created in the image of God, and we were created, our true nature is love and creativity, but their true nature, they were created and they have been told that they were created to kill, to subjugate, and to control the whole universe. So that's what they believe. And then you will say, oh, but they're not creatures of God. Yes, because everything that exists in the universe, God is in it. But they choose their creator, Lucifer, they choose to disconnect them from source. So they only operate on the 3 basic chakras that's more connected to the physical, and he disconnected, their higher chakras are disconnected, so they don't know about love. And a long time ago they infiltrated Earth, but first they infiltrated Nibiru, the Nibiru planet, and by Enki and Marduk. And later on they came in a bigger force to the planet Earth, because of the law of the free will and the law of no intervention. They were only allowed to come here if they were invited. So the Majestic 12 and the Treaty of 1953 give them that permission to come and operate on Earth. I'm gonna make a video later on about that Majestic 12 Treaty. And who were the Dark Fleet? The Dark Fleet was a branch of the Nazis that associated himself with some extraterrestrials in order to get technology. And of course, by doing that, they also give them permission to operate here on Earth. And their base of operation was in Antarctic, and they have been doing their things that was not really good to humanity until last year, when they were dismantled by the Earth Alliance with the help of the Galactic Alliance. That's the Galactic Federation of Worlds. And they were the heads of many programs that were created to enslave us, to keep us in a low vibration of fear. The Dark Anunnaki, Enki and Marduk. Enki was the son of Anu, the commander-in-chief of the planet Nibiru, and he was seduced by a Draco queen named Dramin, and from that night they got Enki. So Enki is more reptilian than humanoid. Well, Anu was already a mix of Lyrian and Sirius. So, and he is the physical representation of Lucifer in the Bible. Every time that the Bible mentions Lucifer, is talking about Enki. And he was also the one who downgraded the human race by disconnecting, creating an inferior race using the genes, the DNA of the Atlanteans, and also of himself, plus the protein of the monkey, to make sure they were not smart and to allow themselves to be enslaved and mine the gold for them. And Marduk is the son of Enki with another Draco, so he is more than 70% Draco, reptilian, and he represents the Satan of the Bible. He was the one who took over Atlantis. He was behind the fall of Lemurian. I already made videos about that. And he has been on Earth since that time. Many times he was in front until the times of Babylon and Mesopotamia. But and then later on, when people were not really aware that extraterrestrial existed, so he went on hide, but he kept control everything here on the surface. Who are the Bilderberger group? I'm sorry, this was hard for me to pronounce. If you want to know in detail who they are, I recommend you that you read this book, Transylvanian Sunrise. You need to be a little bit patient because the first 4 chapters doesn't really tell nothing, but in the 4th chapter, things really get interesting. So you want to know about them. And they represent the 13 bloodlines, that in truth they are the descendants of Enki with a human mother. So they are hybrid, they are reptilian hybrids with human. And they are on the top of the pyramid and controls all the other dark brotherhoods. And they use all their power to keep us in a state of fear, where we are easily manipulated and controlled. What that means is, okay, I will talk on this other part in the next one. The Illuminati. The Illuminati was created in 1776. by a German, and the Illuminati is organized by a foundation called Lucifer, located at 666. So from there, you that's really obvious. They are really connected to Lucifer, and they use dark magic and spells to keep us from find out our true capacity and really keep us in a low state of fear. They dissociated themselves from God, so therefore they need to harvest our creativity energy, our source energy, to create the bad things they planned for us. What that means is, if we get out from the state of fear and start to cooperate with them, they have no power, because they need us to create. If we don't create for them, they are not able to do the bad things they plan for us. So that's one of the reasons why I do those videos, because it's time for humankind really woke up and see that we have nothing to fear. We are powerful. We create everything with our thoughts. But when you are in the state of fear, and then you give away your power, you are just cooperating with the Illuminati, the Bilderberg group, and all of them that really don't like us. I'm not going too much what they want to tell us, at least not in this video. And then the next one is the Freemasons. The Freemasons, they started as a brotherhood of light, practicing alchemy and white magic to fight the dark forces and protect humankind. But later on, they were infiltrated by the creator of the Illuminati, and slowly they converted the order from using white magic to use dark magic and worship Lucifer and Satan. And then you have the Cabal, Deep State, Black Hats. They kind of all the same thing. And who they are? They are many elites, from politicians, celebrities, business people, anyone with influence and or power that work to the Dark Brotherhood to help bring forth the New World Order. Some of them came to the group voluntarily, just to get power, but many of them came from or forced by blackmail, mind control, and so on, many other techniques that they use. The CABAL is more like the top, but it really incorporates everything, but more like the head ones. Deep State is a name that you give more to the politicians that are involved with them, and the Black Hats, it's like a name that the truth movement has been using to really relate it to all the Dark Brotherhood. So in here you also have the ones that we call the minions, the ones that are more about the middle of the pyramid, and then the ones that are very well in the ground doing the dirt work. So that's what I wanted to talk about, the Dark Brotherhood. I know I didn't go too much in detail, and I did that in purpose, because many people are listening to that for the first time. So if you are more curious to know about them, there is tons of videos in YouTube that will explain you more about. But if you want me to do a video about any one of them with more detail, write on the description of this video, and I will consider making a video later with more detail. Also, people from 35 countries watch my videos. I will be really grateful if you just type the name of your country right now for me. That would be amazing to see from where you are watching my videos. So much love and light to you, and thank you very much for watching my videos. And let's get away from fear. Let's reconnect to our true power and prove that we already won this war. That's the spiritual WAR, and we already won, because we have the power when we get away from fear and reconnect to love. Much love.